Hi, friends, how are you? I hope all of you had a great weekend. I'm back again and I'm late again. I'm going to review the film One Friday Night. I'm not very sure how many of you have watched this movie. It's a Hindi film, it's a Bollywood film. It's directed by Mr. Manish Gupta. It stars Raveena Tandon, Milind Soman, and Vidhi Chitalia. The story revolves around only three actors and one location. And the promotions were not quite low key in compared to other films. It has released on Geo Cinema platform, so I'm not very sure how many of you have watched it. The reason I watched it because there are various factors. First, the director Manish Gupta. I don't know. Most of you might know him, might not know him. I have followed most of his work. He has directed films like Stone Man Murderers, Hostel, Rahasya, and one story in Danna Mana Hai. And I've always considered him as a really good director. And I believe he was also an assistant to Ram Gopal Verma. And also, he's also a writer. So, as a director, I've always liked his work. So, whenever I used to hear his name, directed by Manish Gupta, I used to always took out time to watch his films. And Raveena Tandon is the second factor I wanted to watch the film. I really consider Raveena ma'am a very talented actress. And I've been following all her work, be it any kind of films. She's not only a talented actor, she's also a good dancer, a great performer. And while growing up, she was a very huge star during my childhood days. So Raveena Tandon was definitely one of the factors I wanted to watch it. One of the second reasons I wanted to watch it. So I finally watched, and I love thriller films. A third reason, before I get on to my review, I love thriller movies, especially when I heard that this movie only revolves around three characters and one location. I thought, my God, it definitely would have. It's quite a challenge to write and direct a film which only revolves around three characters and one location. So I said I need to watch this movie. So I think I watched One Friday Night on a Friday. Coming to the film, so the film is quite simple. The story revolves around three characters. Ram, played by Milind Soman. He's a business tycoon. His thank you, Mama. His wife, played by Raveena Tandon, Lata Verma. She's a very talented, a very successful gynecologist. And Ram, Milind Soman, is a very successful business tycoon, very rich, has a very lavish lifestyle. So as expected, Raveena is always busy with her career. She's doing pretty well. As expected, a very good-looking business tycoon will definitely ends up having an affair with a young girl who is around 20 years younger than him, played by Vidhi Chitalia. She's also a very good actor. Her character's name is Neeru. So this is how the story begins. The story doesn't waste any time. Bang on. It starts with it comes to the point. So we are introduced to all the three characters. We get to know that, Ram Verma, the business tycoon, is having an affair with Neeru, who is 20 years younger than him. And Ram lies to his wife, Lata, that he is going out of station. But instead, he takes his girlfriend to the weekend getaway to the farmhouse. So now the story progresses. Of course, Lata Verma doesn't know anything about this, and it's all happening behind her back. So finally, the Friday night begins. The shocking twist happens that this girl, Neeru, she's already 2 months pregnant. So she definitely demands for an explanation, and she blackmails Ram to end his marriage. Usually what happens, and to instantly end his marriage and to get married to Vidhi. Get married to her, so that or else she will reveal this to his wife. So now this is how the movie picks up momentum. And now what will Ram do? The Ram tries his best to convince Neeru, but Neeru is not ready to get convinced. She threatens, emotionally blackmails Ram, and she really wants Ram to break his marriage. The second twist, what happens, that Ram dies. How he dies, I will not tell you. All of a sudden, he dies. Now, there's a dead body in that farmhouse. And Neeru is all alone. So now what's going to happen? And all this while, Raveena, Lata, she doesn't know anything about it. She knows that Ram has gone out of station for work and all that. Now, all this while, Neeru has to deal with this dead body. So now Neeru, what will she do? She finally gives call to the wife, Lata Verma. Now the story takes us to the final act. What's going to happen? Will Lata take it, sportingly, or will Lata save Ram's life? So what's going to happen? You need to watch the film. So overall, if you ask, the concept is pretty intriguing. But amidst the good concept and an interesting story idea, the writing is quite weak. The dialogues are quite amateur. So overall, I think the writing execution is quite amateurish. I felt that the narrative could have been more interesting, could have been more matured, could have been a little more subtle. So I think the writing, it anchors down the film. The overall the movie looks very amateurish and it thoda maza nahi aaya. Though the twist is quite good and you might feel unexpected. I found it predictable, but somewhat the twist is quite well thought. So if you sit through the film, you might like it. My brother liked it. And coming to the performances before I end the review, Raveena Tandon is quite good. And she is an experienced actor, so she is good. Milind Soman is decent. Anyway, he had a very plain performance. I didn't find much challenge. Vidhi is good. I've seen one of Vidhi's web series. I don't quite remember. Bombay or something. But Vidhi is quite a good actor. Anyway, nevertheless, do watch it and do share your perspective. For me, it's an average film. I end with my review. Though I'm late, do watch it if you guys haven't.